All right, everyone, and welcome back into the cave. Another beautiful Tuesday evening right here on the channel. I am the Islander fanatic, and tonight I'm actually watching my Islanders live as I'm doing this episode. They are taking on the Dallas Stars, and wow, that's a good one so far. Second period, it's a 0-0 game, so hopefully we can get something going here in the second period, especially coming off that tough loss the other night against the Avalanche. But the team has been playing hot, so hopefully we can get something done here in this one for sure against against the Dallas Stars. So had the opportunity last year to go to a Dallas Stars game against the Islanders on opening night, and oh, what a place that is to see a hockey game. They really love their Dallas Stars. They're in Dallas, of course, and that was a pretty tough place to be an Islander fan, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so we are back here with our Montreal Expos franchise mode. At the end of our last episode, we had just closed out the 1998 season, and we had seen our award winners. We saw the Yankees take down the Reds in 4 or 5. I don't remember what it was. But the Yankees took down the Reds in the World Series and basically dominated most of the 1998 season. And now we're going to try to see if we can't get our Expos into the playoffs. So between seasons, obviously you have your off season, you've got your free agency, you have to try to hire your coaches back and do all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing here probably for the first 15, 20 minutes of the episode. And then we'll kind of get started, hopefully try to get through a couple weeks of the regular season here with the Expos in tonight's episode. If you are just joining us for the first time, welcome in. I suggest you go back, take a look at some of the past episodes. Didn't really spend too much time watching too much baseball. Basically, what we do here is we build our team out, kind of sim, and see how our team does. Another thing we'll be doing tonight is hopefully naming a player. So if I've got any live listeners out there, which right now it doesn't look like I do, but when I do, feel free to give me a name. I'd love to create a player, and we'll see how that player does as we move through the upcoming season. So I'll also kind of be watching the game as I go, and you'll kind of get some live reactions to my Isles if they score a goal here in this one against the Stars. So we're gonna kind of step away here about a minute, 2 minutes. And then we'll get to work here on the Expos. Ooh, wow! Barzy just took a big hit at center ice. But yeah, we'll kind of get to work on the off season. Hopefully, there's some good free agents out there that we can get, and try to build this team. Our team is pretty awful, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We're gonna step away here for about a minute and see if we get anybody to join, and then I'll get this show on the road. All right, all right, all right. So once again, welcome back in. We are ready to roll. And yes, my New York Islanders just got their first goal of the night thanks to Cal Ritchie on a great shot right in front of the net. We are up 1-0 on the Dallas Stars as we head into this episode. So yes, I'm going to be a little bit happier as we roll through this. Oh, it's been a busy couple of weeks. Got the business back open, everything's running, and I've been a busy boy here over the last couple of days, but made a little time here to get on and get rolling on our franchise mode here with the Montreal Expos. So we are through 1998, and what a rough 1998 it was. The team could not get really anything done, and we can see here on the bottom of the screen why. We are 18th overall in the league, so really not that bad. We're kind of mid of the league overall. We are 18th in speed, 25th in contact, which means our team just doesn't put the bat on the ball, which is what we found out as we went through most of the season. 16th in power, with most of our power really coming from right field. Vladimir Guerrero has some pop. Rondell White, we found out, has some pop as we got through some of the season as well. Our pitching was not awful, but when you have no run production, we're not getting anything done, right? And then our defense was just atrocious. A lot of errors throughout the season, and really had our defensive struggles. So this is what we're looking at as we go into the upcoming season. So we've got Bobby Henley at catch, and Chris Widger will back him up. Brad Fulmer's at first base. Grudzelanic is currently at second base. Orlando Cabrera is our shortstop. Shane Andrews and F.P. Santangelo, Frank Paul, as we found out in the last episode, they'll kind of be going back and forth at third base. Vlad will play right field for us. Rondell White, who's actually going to be looking for a contract, I believe, this year, so that could be a tough talk. And then in the left field, we have nobody. We do not have a starting left fielder as of right now. You see our bullpen is also very light, not much happening there. And that's over on the right side in case you can't see it. And then, of course, a DH. Well, our DH is Chris Widger. So we've got a lot of work to do here in the off season. And if we click over 1 to 2027, the team gets even lighter. Frank Paul goes to center field. So this team needs some work, and we've got to put some effort into trying to get something going here to maybe get us a little more successful 1999 season. So again, just kind of ignore the years on the top of the screen. Our team started in 1998. That's the roster that we used, and that's where we will be working moving forward. So just kind of looking down our pitching depth chart here, we've got Dustin Hermanson as our best pitcher. He's a 72 overall. We've got Dan Bishop, who's a 73. Carl Pavano's a 69, so that could be our 1, 2, 3 punch. And let's kind of scroll down there. Oh, it takes me down to catcher. So there's more to it than that. I mean, heck, it didn't even show. I don't even remember his name. I don't even remember his name, the guy that we had from last week, that we had from all the first 5 episodes, who was pitching pretty good. Trey Moore, was that his name? Yeah, it could have been something like that. I don't know. All I know is we still got Bobby Henley. So this is our depth chart. This is what we're working with to start this coming season. Okay, so we click over here, and now we're going to take a look at our exclusive free agents and see if we can go in there and see how this works with the negotiations. So we currently have a player. We have one free agent that we have qualified, and that is Derek May, and he's a D potential, and I really don't want to make him an offer. So we'll throw a qualifying offer on him, and we'll see where that goes. I'm not the greatest when it comes to the contracts and all that stuff. I've been watching some of these guys do this, and they're very good at it, but I definitely am not the best at it. Okay, so now we have got some room. We have definitely got some room to work with. Let's take a look here at our current roster. So roster-wise, we'll take a look at our starting pitching. Let's sort that out. So, yeah, you can see we have room for a closing pitcher. Or, I'm sorry. Actually, we don't have much room at all. We don't have much room at all. I thought we had some more room, but we really don't. So let's go here to, do we want to rebrand the team? Change the logo, new uniforms. Nah, we're going to leave it the way it is. We're not changing anything up. The whole point was to try to get the Expos World Series, and the Dallas Stars just scored to tie this baby up. So it's 1-1 in Dallas. The Islanders, we got Rittich in goal, so we're not too strong in there tonight, but nothing against him. He's been good most of the year, but gives up that goal. So we're all tied up in Dallas. I'll keep you up to date on that for those hockey fans out there, which is basically just me. I'm kind of talking to myself. So, okay. We're going to go ahead and sim to free agency. No. Today is the day to offer contracts to free agents. Would you like to stop? No, we only have one free agent. So, okay, this is what we want to see. Select your 40-man roster. Best players you could lose in the Rule 5 draft. So, let's see. Milton Bradley. We have to add him to the 40-man roster. Okay, let's see how many we got. We have 39 players on our 40-man roster. Okay, we're just going to let him go. We're going to let it go. We're going to see what happens if these guys get picked up in the except for, we got to select one of them. So it's like, who are we going to keep? Who are we going to keep? Are we going to keep? I think we keep Jake Westbrook. I mean, he's a 48 overall. He's 22 years old. He's got beat potential. He is a pitcher, so maybe we keep Ted Lilly as well. One of them gets a spot on the 40-man roster to get started. So I'm going to give this a second. I'm going to think this one out here. Okay, that didn't take long. I'm going to go ahead and we are going to give Jake Westbrook a spot on the 40-man roster. So that way he doesn't get picked up in the Rule 5 draft. And the other guys, best of luck to you. Okay, arbitration. So who are we going to give arbitration to? Oh, we have to release some of these guys, huh? Yes, we do. I don't want to offer arbitration to. Well, Shane, you can go. Carlos, you can go. FP, you can go. Let's offer arbitration to Rondell. Okay. And how about we use Anthony Telford quite a bit, so we'll offer him arbitration as well. That's going to do that. Contracts, these guys will pass on them. Free agency. So here's who's up for free agency. All right, let's take a look. This is the fun part now. Okay, take a look at our depth chart as of right now. Our weakest position is left field. We have nobody in left field. But if we get ourselves a solid, that's assuming that Rondell White signs, right? We didn't offer him a contract, but we did offer him arbitration. So depending on what he decides to do, we would have a pretty solid outfield if we can get a good quality outfielder, preferably somebody in the 80s, low 80s, high 70s. That would be our left fielder. So we got to make a few notes here. See if we can't get ourselves a left fielder for this team. So Sorry, kind of stretching around here, trying to find myself a writing utensil. Going old school. He's going to write it down. Yeah. Yeah, I'm that guy. I make notes while I'm playing video games. Who does that, right? Got my little notepad here. Okay, so we're going to go. We need to get a left fielder, right? Okay. And let's see, where else can we shore up? I think we can shore up first base. I think first base is going to be a good one for us to go for. All right. And then maybe even try to grab ourselves a pitcher as well. So I don't know how much room we actually have. It looks like we have a lot of room, but then it tells me I don't have any room. So, okay. Let's see what we have. Oh, here we go. Positional needs. So, like I said, left field, we're currently 28th overall. All right. So we're looking for a left fielder to shore that up. If we can get someone and get that to about 16th or 17th, that would even be okay. First base, I'd love to get a first baseman. Pitching says we have good pitching. So, and we're a little weak at catcher and third base. So I think we go ahead and we're going to shoot for an outfielder, left field, and we're going to shoot for a first baseman. And heck, let's just go ahead and try to lock ourselves in a third baseman as well. Hopefully we can get Rondell White to sign. Now, I know I talked a lot of garbage about him, but according to this, we have negative $253 million to spend. Huh. Okay. Not really sure how that works, but that's what it says we have. And we are locked out. We're like completely locked out. There's nobody I can get. Funny. All right, folks. So we're just going to. We might have to take a look at our roster here because something's not right. Something's not right. Wow. That is a lot. All right, here goes nothing. We're going to auto-release players. And we're going to see what happens here. Let's see what that does to us in free agency. So now we're negative $252 million. Aha. Now I see. Now I see, he says. Yes, okay. Now I see what we have to do. Way to go, dummy. All right. Let's go to our starting pitchers and sort them out. We've got some moves to make here, right? Put him in overall. Carlos Perez. Yeah, you weren't bad for us, but you will not be a part of next year's team. What's your contract like? You're in arbitration. You are canceled. Goodbye. Okay, so that's our 5-man rotation for next year. It looks like it would be Dan Bishop, Dustin Hermanson, Carl Pavano, Javier Vasquez, and Trey Moore. Welcome back to the big club, Trey. Okay, relief pitchers. And let's see contract-wise what we have here. He has 1 year. Wait, is that this year? Okay, so that's next year. That's this next season. So our bullpen is weak. Goodbye, Anthony Telford. Oh, I can't release him. Miguel Bautista is getting $23 million. Wow. 69,000 for good old PJ Patrick. No wonder why I don't have any money. Randy Johnson has inked a deal with the Baltimore Orioles. How about that in this universe? That's pretty cool. And we're just simulating right through. I don't even care. This is stupid. Bernie Williams re-signs with the Yankees for $166 million for 6 years. Good for him. You see his numbers last year: 38 dinges, 117 ribbies, and 24 steals. So he's locked into the Yankees for another 6. Kenny Lofton signs with the San Francisco Giants at the age of 32, a $16.7 million 1-year deal. Sim to the winter meetings. Yes. Omar Vizquel has inked a deal with the Giants for $15 million a year for 3 years. Good for him at 32 years old. Not bad. Edgar Martinez goes to the 99 season. He'll be going to Baltimore for. So Greg Vaughn. I almost said Mo Vaughn. Greg Vaughn signs for 1 year, $23.8 million. And the lowly Expos can't seem to sign anybody. Well, mainly because we have no money. For some reason, we have guys that are signed for major contracts. So, okay, today is the draft lottery. What would you like to do? Well, this is pretty much all we have. This is all we really have. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to watch it here. Right now, we have a chance to get the 9th pick in next year's draft. We're at 2.7% odds for the number 1 pick. So let's see what we get. Oh, the suspense is just killing me right here. 100%. Okay, so we did not move one bit. We stay right where we are, coming in 9th. So we will pick 9th in the draft in the 1999 season. So hopefully we'll get ourselves a pretty good pick. Of course, you see over on the right side, those are all the teams that were either playoffs or World Series. So that's why they don't get a chance. They don't get a chance in the lottery. So, good for the Expos. We get 9th. We didn't move at all. We stayed right where we were. Right where we were. Okay. Go back to our little screen here. We're going to sim to the Rule 5 draft. So end of the second period in Dallas, it is a 1-1 game. So kind of doing two things at once here. Watching the Isles and watching the Stars play live. Jim Thome has signed a 6-year deal with the Chicago Cubbies, so good for them. 19.2 mil. Kind of looked like a down year for him, only 22 home runs and 70 RBIs. But the Indians will have a little bit of a vacancy at first base after that. Okay, so here's who's still available. And we're locked out because we have no money. So Griffey Jr., Sheffield, O'Neill, Kevin Brown, and we can't do anything. The Expos can't do anything in free agency. Okay, so let's take a look at the Rule 5 draft, see if we have a pick. Do we have a pick? Oh, we have a ninth. We have the ninth pick. That wasn't in the Rule 5 draft, was it? I thought that was in the actual draft. All right, so we go with the ninth pick. Why not? Let's pick a player. Let's see who's out there. Is there anybody where we can get some help? Starting pitcher, no. Relief pitcher, no. Catcher, Paul LaDuca. You know, he's pretty solid. Okay. First baseman, Luis Lopez. Nick Johnson. I like Nick Johnson when he was with the Yankees for sure. Second base, PJ Forbes. Third baseman. So this is our roster. Look at over on the right side. Okay, I didn't even notice that. So our catching situation is as follows. So Paul LaDuca he is 27, B potential, 61 overall. All right. Right now we have Chris Widger and we have Bob Henley. So I think we're just going to stick with that. We're not going to take anybody there. Is there a place where we need some help? Yeah, we could use some help at third base, which is what we said when we were looking at free agents. So not much to choose from in the Rule 5 draft. At shortstop, yeah, not much help there either. Left field, this is where we're really weak, is in left field. We have nobody. We can get Terry Bradshaw, though. That's not the Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, not much. Not much happening there. Ryan Friel, Juan Rivera, 21, see potential. Center field, we've got some center fielders. We might be able to make a trade. Maybe we can make a trade to help out. Right field, how about Trot Nixon? Trot Nixon, 25 years old. We've got a right fielder, but so Paul LaDuca is like the best player we've got. Real Cormier at pitcher. Ryan Vogelsong, Rod Barajas, catcher. Trot Nixon, Joe Kennedy. Not really much happening. No, basically in here is where we have our best shot. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to take him. We'll take Paul LaDuca. Why not? See if we can't grow him up a little bit. We're going to skip through the rest of it, though. I don't need anybody else. So, okay. We're going to sim through the rest of this. Sim to those arbitration hearings. Gary Sheffield inks a deal with the Reds. So 28 home runs, 87 ribbies last year. He batted .337. So he'll be going to the National League champion Reds. And the Reds have offered me a trade. Let's see what they're offering. So the Reds have offered relief pitcher Stan Belinda for Ryan McGuire. And, well, let's see. I don't need a relief pitcher, right? What I need is a left fielder. And this kid is no, not really. Okay, let's see what's in center field. Nothing. Right field, they have Sheffield because they just signed him. So not much to work with. Let's see what else we need. We need a left field. We need a first baseman. Sean Casey, B potential, 24 years old. But they want to give me Stan Belinda. But look at Sean Casey's making $7.8 million. Or I get myself a little Mike Brantley for $82,000 for Ryan McGuire. We'll just make it a straight up trade. I like that idea. I like that idea. I don't want Stan Belinda though. I do not want Stan Belinda. We're gonna have to do some work here for sure. Okay. Keep simming. Just keep simming. Just keep simming. Yeah, I did. I just do that. Just keep simming. Oh, it's fun to sit here and talk to myself. Definitely, definitely is. Hopefully, we'll get a viewer here at some point tonight. But we'll just keep playing the game. This is the boring part anyway. Nobody really cares about this. Okay, so we're going to go here to trade talks, and let's see. What do I have to work with? I've got some pitching. Right, that I could give up. That I could definitely give up. I can give up like a Dustin Hermanson. I can give up Carl Pavano. I mean, he wasn't that great. And he's $26 million worth of Carl Pavano. So let's see what we got here. See somebody who can work this out. Carl Pavano. Oh, it turned off my hockey game on me. Okay, how about Carl Pavano? Oh, Pedro Martinez, $32.9 million. No, we're looking for a left fielder, right? We're looking for a left fielder. So Greg Vaughn, was that Greg Vaughn who just signed with them? With the Red Sox, right? Yeah, he just signed with them. Okay, let's see who else we have. The Yankees have Chad Curtis or Ramon Montoya, an A potential 58 overall 19-year-old left fielder. But we're building, right? This team is building. Remember, we're building. Okay, we've got Bubba Trammell in Tampa Bay. We saw Ryan Friel in the Rule 5 draft, and we passed on him. We could get Shannon Stewart. He's $15.8 million, so that would free up a little more money. Look at our budget. Look at our budget. Okay, our budget is negative $281 million. That is ridiculous. How is that possible? We have so much salary locked up in these players. It's just so stupid. Let's take a look at this because that's blowing my mind. Guerrero, Milton Bradley is in Double A, and he's got $31.5 million for the next 4 years. Carl Pavano's locked in for 5 seasons. Orlando Cabrera. Yeah, I had to stop and count that. Orlando Cabrera for 7 years on a contract. Derek May for 1 year at $23.4 million. Miguel Bautista, $23 million, 3 years. Vidro, 8 years. Oh my Lord. Ugath. Okay, we got some serious work to do with this squad. This is unbelievable. Jose Vidro not. I mean, I can't release them. Because if I release them, then I have to pay them, and I don't want to do that. I think. Let's find some. Grudzielanek. Oh, he's okay. So he's in the last year of his contract. 5 of 5. Brian Schneider, $11.9 million. Forever. This dude is playing for us forever, and he's terrible. Are you kidding me? Oh, my Lord. Can we change that? Maybe make it more realistic? Oh, we can't change it. We can't change it. Okay, so we've got to change. We got to trade some of these guys. Okay. Um, so here's our most expensive pitchers right here. So I'm gonna try to dump these two top guys. We're gonna try to dump our two top guys right now. So we're gonna try to get rid of Pavano and Hermanson. So let's see how that goes. Right? So Carl Pavano. Let's see what they offer me. Let's see who offers me. Nobody wants to trade. How about prospects? Somebody want to give me prospects? No. So I can't get rid of Pavano. Okay. How about Hermanson? Anybody? No. Nobody wants to trade me for Hermanson. Okay, folks, I think we're stuck with these guys for a while. This team that's negative 200 and something $million. You know, that'll teach me. That'll definitely teach me to actually pay attention to what I'm doing, right? 100%. Because I loaded this roster because I was like, oh, this is great. It's accurate. I highly doubt that they should be down, you know, $2 million or $200 million. Here I am. I keep saying 2 million. It's 200 million. Okay, so we have got to. Maybe we can get into the season and try to make a deal, right? We'll let them fill our coaching spots. We'll go through this. So we're getting into the pre-season. How about the pre-season? Let's take a look at our pre-season roster as we head into 1999 with the Montreal Expos. So if you made it through the very early part of this episode, probably the first 10 minutes or so of watching this, you probably saw that we have a ridiculous amount of money tied into a boatload of these characters. And it's going to be really tough for us to get anything done here with these. Did you hear that? I don't know if it's like knocking on my headphones. It's going to be really tough for us to get anything done here with these Montreal Expos, probably in the first 4 or 5 seasons. So we might have to suffer through a little bit more of this as we go. But here is our preseason roster, our preseason starting pitchers. We'll have Hermanson, Pavano, Vasquez, Moore, Thurman, Powell, Valdez, Bosky, Johnson, and Westbrook, who we kept. We kept him from that Rule 5 draft. So Jake Westbrook and Ted Lilly, they could be starters in the future. They are contract-wise not super expensive, which is good for us. Okay. Relief pitchers, we're still garbage at that position. Closing pitchers, we have Ugether Bina, who is locked into a year contract. So if we can re-sign him, we're going to basically, it's going to be a fire sale. I'm going to get rid of most of these guys. And now we're going to start fresh. The only one we won't get rid of is this boy right here, Bobby Henley, who's locked in for 1.7 for this season and this season alone. First base, we'll have Brad Fulmer and Ryan McGuire. Second base, Grudzielanek and Vidro. Third base, we'll have, they'll be battling for that spot. And we have a 52 overall, or we have a 49 overall. So it's going to be struggle city. Shortstop, we have Cabrera and Mike Mordecai. Left field, we have Sung Hyun Chu, the newest member, drafted last year, Sung Hyun Chu. He will be playing left field with Derek May. So they're going to battle it out in spring training. That should be fun. This is like the movie Major League, right? We've got a couple of solid players, and then we have some not so solid players. In center field, we're going to have Rondell White, and then we'll have probably, looks like Milton Bradley, Terry Jones, and Chris Stowers will go for the backup role. In right field, we're going to have Vladimir Guerrero and, of course, Alan Battle, who made it to the Major League roster last year. Rick Reed probably will come up and maybe see some time in spring training as well. So that's our MLB roster. Our best player is an 83 overall, 24-year-old right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero, and Rondell White is our second best player. He's 76 overall, and he's kind of staying put where he is at a 76. So that's where we stand. That is where we stand as we head into the preseason. We rolled right through our offseason, our free agency, our trades, mainly because we have nobody to work with, and we are in a hole so big with our budget that we can't move anybody. We can't move anybody, and you take a look here. We are now negative $44 million, right? So if you add it up here, take a look at the left side, player salaries and staff salaries, negative $420.08 million. Look at all those ridiculous contracts on the right side, right? Or down below. It's stupid. The only one that should have a contract maybe that large is Vlad, right? But whoever made the roster, this is what they gave these guys. This is how they started them off, and it's almost like they said, a big old flock you to the guys who are trying to do this and play with this roster. So it is what it is, right? You see, we don't really have any room to work with until we get to probably, that would be, 1999, 2000, till about 2002, where we fall to about $230 million. All right, that's actually negative $230 million. So it's going to be forever unless we can dump some of these major salaries. That's what we're going to really have to do, right? I mean, the main ones are going to be, I said the pitchers, right? Like Carl Pavano. That one's going to have to go 100%. If you take that down, I'll take anybody for that. You give me prospects, you give me anything. I will get rid of Carl Pavano. Who's another high one? Scrolling through here. Miguel Bautista, a bullpen pitcher, making $23 million. I laugh at that. That makes me laugh so hard I cry. Okay, 16.3 for Ugueth. He's our closer. 1 year I can deal with. 11.9 for Brian Schneider, a backup catcher in AAA, making $11.9 million. What? Paul LaDuca, who we picked up in the Rule 5 draft, they gave him a 8-year deal for $9.4 million. And he'll probably start at catcher, because if I'm paying him $9.4 million, the man better do something. Chris Widja, our boy Widja, $4.2 million. So we're going to go back to the trade board, and we're going to see if there's anybody out there who might want to talk with us about a guy like Pavano. And yes, okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. We've got an interested party. The Baltimore Orioles are offering us Brady Anderson. The Red Sox are offering us Troy O'Leary, so that's a left fielder, which we know we need, right? And we could dump a boatload of salary. And it really wouldn't hurt the Expos because the Red Sox are in the American League. And when I'm playing this game, I kind of go that way. So the Yankees are offering us Jorge Posada. So we can take Jorge Posada from the World Series champions, okay? It would be, so his contract is, let's take a look at Jorge. Jorge's contract is, that's super long too. He's 27, B potential, 76 overall. Oh, that is so tempting. Let's see what else we got, right? I mean, that's a lot of money. I'm trying to dump salary, not keep $8 million. Okay, so the Blue Jays offer us Alex Gonzalez, a shortstop. And let's see what else we got. Billy Wagner, a closing pitcher. We don't need a closer. The Rockies offer us Jeff Reed, a catcher, which not a bad idea. Right field, Brady Anderson. So he's 35, and we already have a right fielder. Can he play left field? Yeah, sure he can. So I think that would be a pretty good dump, right? Pretty good salary dump. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find some prospects. Anybody offers us some prospects, we don't have to really deal with the whole, big. Look at that. Look at that savings. Yeah, we'll send you to Baltimore. So we'd be dumping about $25 million in salary right here with that trade if we took it. The Yankees offer us Andy Gonzalez, a B potential, and a Parker Rivera. The Rays offer us Michael Young and Chuck Reyes. The Royals, not really interested. Oh, look at that. That's everything we need. A left fielder, a first baseman, and a third baseman. Right? The overalls are terrible, but we'd be able to dump a lot. Okay. That one's a little weak. Scott Shields, relief pitcher, A potential, 24 years of age. So not going to change much. I don't think he's going to pick up a whole lot. The A's offer us nobody. The Rangers offer us not much. The Marlins. Okay, so the Cardinals are offering us. That's a lot of salary. That's too much. The Padres. Not a whole lot there. Really looking for potentials, right? So right now, I think the best looking one is the Yankees. They're offering us 2 B potential, a center fielder, and a relief pitcher, 22, 24. I'm tempted to go with that, seeing as how Pavano is a C, and he's just tons of cash. But we get 2 players in return. So, or we can go back and get like Brady Anderson to play left field. It's 1 season, and then we get rid of him, right? We don't have to keep him. So I think we're going to do that. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead. We'll do this select trade again. We'll go to MLB Ready. Brady Anderson, his contract should be 1 year. It's 4 years. I don't want 4 years. I don't want 4 years. I want somebody for like a year. Okay, here we go. Troy O'Leary. So we're going to trade Carl Pavano to the Red Sox for Troy O'Leary, and he's sitting on a 1-year contract, right? 72 overall, fills the hole in left field. We dump a whole bunch of salary, which is what we talked about doing. So we are going to offer that. The Red Sox say thank you very much. Carl Pavano, goodbye. You are heading to Boston, and we have just cut a bunch of salary. So that's great. Okay, who else is a big-time piece to this puzzle? It's costing us a lot of money. Steve Klein, a relief pitcher. How about Miguel Bautista? Major salary. Miguel, let's see what we can get for him. MLB Ready, and we get no offers from Miguel Bautista because, of course, we don't. Prospects. Anyone want to give up? Okay, here we go. We're looking at some prospects. So the Orioles offer us a starting pitcher who see potential. We'll pass on that, but Jake Westbrook. Wasn't Jake Westbrook with us? Did he go somewhere else? Or am I thinking of somebody else? A B potential. He's a 40 overall at 22 years of age. Yeah, we're going to pass. Joe Kennedy and Orlando Hudson. Jeff Weaver and Brandon Inge. Look at their overalls, though. Eric Hinsky and Carlos Zambrano. Howie Roper and Jack Cust. Yeah, we'll get rid of him too. Okay, so we are back in the positives. we're back into the positives by dumping some of that salary. This has been crazy. Steve Klein. Let's see what we can get for Steve Klein. Anybody? No. Prospects. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Oh, okay, here we go. So, we get some prospects offered to us. The Orioles love to trade with the Expos. Red Sox, David Eckstein. We know what he can do, right? Right? Okay. Juan Rivera, Richard Henninger, and Aldo Robles. Michael Young, shortstop, 23 years of age, B potential. Can also play second or third base. And we dump $5 million. And we get Delvin James. He's a kind of a nothing pitcher. Oh, here's one. Lawrence Romero, first base, 20 years of age, 43 overall, but an A potential. We could put him down in the minors. We save a boatload of cash. I like that one with the Royals. Goodbye, Steve Klein. And we have some room. We've got some room. So we've got rid of the red numbers. And let's see if there's any other big old contracts here with the relievers. Tony Armas. He can go too. Let's see if we can't get another reliever to fill his spot. Prospects. Tony Armas for Brandon Inge. Luis Martinez. How about MLB ready? Can we get anybody that's MLB ready? No trades found. Okay, so no, we got to dump them. I'm sorry, we got to dump them. Okay. I love that. It's like I broke the game. It's fine. It's working. It's working. It's thinking. It's still thinking. I think we broke it. Tony Armas, relief pitcher. He broke the game. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're back in business. Let's see if we get a relief pitcher for him that's better. Oh, wait, we got some options here. Even? No. F potential? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Thank you. Mark Small, Eric Moody. The Marlins offer us a whole bunch of people. No. Oh, well, okay, I got rid of some of it, but all right. So we're going to be awful again this year. We're going to see if we can't get somebody for Mike Maddox as well. Mike Maddox, no trades found. Mike Maddox, and yes, we got a couple of trades here. Let's see what we got. The Orioles offer us not much. Just kind of rolling through this pretty quick. Okay, so he's gonna get. I think he has one more year anyway. Yeah, he's 1 year, so we can hold on to him. What else we got? How about Ugueth? We'll hold on to Ugueth, right? Yeah, he's our closer, so we're gonna hold on to Ugueth. Absolutely. Okay, catchers. Paul LaDuca, who we picked up in the Rule 5 draft. We know he's pretty good. Bob Henley, well, he's gonna stay because he's a stud. Michael Barrett. He's a rookie, right? We drafted him in 2068. That's pretty funny. No, we drafted him, so he's a rookie. So these guys are going to battle for that catcher spot for sure. I think it's going to be Luduka will probably be down in the minors trying to build up if he can. We'll probably see Widger and Henley this year. First base. So at first base right now, how about Brian Schneider? Brian, $11.9 million. Let's see what we can get for Brian Schneider. Okay, no MLB readies. Prospects. Oh, they want Mike Maddox. I was trying to get rid of him anyway, right? For Brian Schneider. So they're asking me for. Oh, I left Mike Maddox on there. That's why. Okay. How about now? No MLB readies. So it gives me the option to ask for guys that are already playing in the league or for prospects. I look for league players and get nothing. So let's see if there's anyone offering any catchers. So Brandon Inge and Francisco Cordero. That's pretty tempting. Of course, they're making more money, so that'd be, to me, kind of pointless. I'm trying to dump salary, right? Eric Hinsky of the Cubs, who's not going to play now because Jim Thome just got signed by the Cubbies. And the Islanders, all right, Palmieri just scored. It's 3-1. I missed a goal in there. So the Islanders are up 3-1 right now in their game. So big old smiles on the Fanatics' face right now. Let's go ahead and jump over back to the baseball here. Eric Hinsky, I'm kind of liking that, right? I mean, he's going to be struggling anyway. Let's see what he did last year in AAA. Nothing. He really didn't play. So welcome aboard, Brian Schneider. Good luck in Chicago, and look at our budget just keep getting bigger and bigger. So these four guys, Widger, Henley, Leduca, Barrett, they're going to need to. Well, Widger's in his last year of his contract. Henley's in the last year of his contract. And then we'll probably open up Leduca and Barrett. That's going to open up some opportunities for these two. So we'll let them grow down in the minors. Hopefully I remember that as the season goes on. Biggest contract at first base is Brad Fulmer. We're going to hold on to him. He's going to play first base for us this year. How about Talmadge Nanari? That's a great name, Talmadge Nanari. Second base, we've got Grudzielanek and Vidro. Wow. Grudzielanek is in the last year of his contract, so he gets to stay. Vidro is locked and loaded. Locked and loaded with this team. Or Jamie Carroll. First year of 9 years of a contract. Okay, Jose, let's see what we can get for you. How about Edgardo Alfonso? Third base, that's tempting. Bobby Abreu for $33 million. No, pass. Hard pass. Oh, so only two teams offering us for him, so we're going to pass on that. Let's see if we can get some prospects. Maybe somebody will give us some prospects. It's going to take a second here. It's got to go around the league. They got to think. So, maybe not. Here we go. Prospect City, Jose Vidro. This is what we would get for him. We could dump all of his salary and get three players, but I don't really want to do that. Trot Nixon, again, pops up on my list. Ford Green and Juan Rivera, pass. Michael Young and Delvin James. Michael Young again. Yeah, welcome to the team. Okay. Welcome to the team. Right, Michael Young will go down here. I think he's shortstop. Third base, we have nothing. But we've got some room now. We've got some free agent money. So we've got some room to play with this team. Left field, we got Troy O'Leary now, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. Center field, Rondell White. Right field, Vlad Guerrero. Milton Bradley has a massive contract. 4 years, and he's 21 years old. and he's only a 53 overall. So here's another one that we might trade. Let's see if we got anybody major league ready. Oh, yeah, you got to. No, Milton Bradley doesn't get anybody. Yankees are going to offer me the same guys they always do. Of course, Aubrey Huff. Oh, that's not a bad one. Aubrey Huff. Oh, that's a lot of money again. Craig Hooper. It says Hopper. But Hooper. We're going to need a bigger boat. Hooper. Oh, Hooper. All right. Anyway, getting back to it. How about Jeff Weaver, Brandon Inge, and Francisco Cordero? And that would save me barely anything. Jack Wilson. Nothing. Pass. Okay, so we'll hold on to you, Milton. You get another year. We'll try to trade you during the season, maybe. I really like this one, Hiram Boca Chica. That's a great name. Okay, Hiram. All right, and in right field, of course, Vlad Guerrero, and he can keep his contract. I wonder what we would get for him. Well, who's curious? Let's see what we would get if we offered him up. Alex Gonzalez and Tim Salmon from the Blue Jays. No, thank you. And that's the only people offering. Isn't that crazy? Vlad Guerrero Sr. to the Blue Jays? Vlad Guerrero Jr. plays for the Blue Jays? Okay, so let's take him off the board here. Okay, so this is where we are now. When we came into this, if I were to kind of go back a second here, let's see. And when we came into this mess, we were negative $44.52 million. We now have a budget of $60.93 million to work with. Now it's time to go take a look at our team. We made a boatload of trades to kind of get this freed up. Sure, we got rid of a couple of pieces, but you know what? They were just going to be eating up cash, and it's not going to help us. We're trying to keep the team in Montreal. We're not trying to bankrupt the team and have them move. So we need to make some moves. So, okay, here we are. Let's go back to our roster. And look at Troy O'Leary helped us improve our left field. So that's definitely good. Center field, right field stayed the same. Third base is still our weakest position. By far our weakest position. But now we have some money available. And there's still some free agents out there. So let's take a look at our roster. And we're going to skip all these because it's just telling me who got traded. All right, so we got some work to do here back in the office. We are back in the office. All right, so at first base, if you look over on the right side, you can see our depth chart. All right, so right now at first base, we have two major league first basemen. That's Brad Fulmer and Ryan McGuire. That is a weak position for us, right? So I'm gonna make a little note here. Weak position is first base. We're 64 overall there. At second base, we have Mark Grudzielanek. Okay, we've got a ton of second basemen. So Jamie Carroll at a 49 overall. He's going to get the call up. We're going to put him in the major leagues. First of all, we have to add him to our 40-man roster. So how many do we have on our 40-man? Currently 34. So Jamie, you're getting the call. Thank you very much. And you will come right to the major leagues. So double A. Let's sort this out so we can actually see what we have. Triple A, we need a Triple A third baseman. So you'll go to Triple A. Sorry you have to sit through all this, folks, but Scotty Zek, you're going to go to Triple A. Okay. Double A will be Henry Mateo. And there you go. My friend Jason Camilli will be there. Let's go back to first base. So Rick Parker, Lawrence Romero, who is an A potential. I like that. We're going to leave him there. Eric Hinsky, we picked him up in a trade. He's going to go to Double A. Andy Tracy, bye-bye, you're gone. And Talmadge. Talmadge, you're gone too. Okay, so we've got 2 Major League, 2 third, a Double A, and a Single A. That's what we want to do here. Major League third baseman. So we need a third baseman, right? That's where we're weak as well. I have to pick one of those up in free agency. So put these in order. Put him down here in Double A. Evan. Oh, no. Oh, no. Evan Caps. Evan Caps, you're going to go to Double A. Absolutely. Bobby Rush is in Double A. That's perfect. Okay, so we need a third baseman for sure. Shortstop. Second base. We've got 3 shortstops, including Howie Baroa. Mike, you're going to go down to Triple A because you're one of our weaker guys. Why didn't it send him down there? Oh, because he has 5 years of service time. Bull-ish. That's okay. That's okay. We'll put this guy down in Triple A. He's good. He good. Roman Irizarry, you go down to Double A, and Michael Young, who's very young, but we picked him up in a trade, and we're gonna make him a player here. Okay, 23 years of age, 50 overall, would be potential. So he's going to be one to watch. Michael Young will be one to watch, and we'll take a look at that as we go as well. Left field, we've got Troy O'Leary, who we picked up in that trade for Carl Pavano. I know it doesn't sound like much, but the key thing was the contract. We were able to dump some contract. We got him for 1 year, $3 million. We'll see how he does, and we don't have to shell out all that cash to Carl Pavano, who really struggled in our first season. So Sung-Hyun Chu, we're going to leave him in the majors. He was drafted by us. Derek May, we re-signed. Derek, goodbye. You're going to go to Triple A. Oh, he's got 5 years of service, so he can't go to Triple A. That sucks. Sung-Hyun, you can. He goes to Triple A. Put that in order. Sorry, I'm giving myself a seizure here. All right, Sung-Hyun, you go to Triple A. Trace Coquelet, a Frenchman. Now he's from California, but that's a cool name. It sounds French, right? Sounds Canadian. Coquelet. You will play Triple A this year. Kevin Hook. And then we have Kareem Hawkins, who is an A potential, 51 overall. So that our A ball system is good. We got Michael Young at short. We've got Kareem Hawkins in left. All right. Let's go ahead and put this in order. Rondell White, he's going to be here. Chris, we'll see what happens with you. We've got so many center fielders. So many. We have nine center fielders. 9 times. If you know, you know, my friend. 9 times. Okay, so here is the deal. We need 2 major league center fielders. So, he's not on the 40-man. Well, welcome to the 40-man. And welcome to the majors. Okay, we need 2 AAA. So there goes that. We need 2 in AA. And we go with 1 in single A. So Noah Hall. And actually, we're going to do this. Unfortunately. Wilkin Ruan. Goodbye. Yeah, if I got to pay him a boatload of cash for 2 years if he doesn't get claimed off waivers. Yeah, to hell with it. Don't really care. This guy too. Yeah, goodbye. Don't really care about that. Okay, so Kenny, you get to stay around. You get to stay around and play center field. You're a 31 overall. It's like Sunday softball for you, my friend. No, actually, you don't. You're gone. Goodbye. All right, Hiram Boca Chica, welcome to Single A. We'll see if you can grow a little bit. All righty. Right field, we only have 4 right fielders. So we don't have a single A right fielder. 2, 4, 5. Okay, so you'll go to triple A. You'll go to double A. Perfect. Oh. And you'll go to single A. And he's a Dave Post, a sweet 34 overall. Okay. I don't even remember who my draft picks were last year. I have no idea. I don't remember who they were. Okay, so we've gone through, and so we now have 2 left fielders, 2 center fielders, and 1 right fielder in the bigs. We only have 33 players on this team, on our active roster. We have 6 on our 40-man, or I'm sorry, 36. So we have 4 spots, 4 open spots right now on our 40-man roster. So let's see what we have now in free agency. We've got some possibilities here. Okay, now we just signed Troy O'Leary. We know that. We said we were weak. Oh, let's go back through that again. I already forgot because I'm old. Let's go through what we have here. Again, this is like the boring part. For some of us, this is interesting. If you're watching and it's interesting to you, great. If you're not watching and you watch this later on, you can fast forward through a lot of this stuff until we get to the final part. And I kind of finish up this part of the episode, which is basically just building our team for the upcoming season. So, okay, kind of rolling through this. Let's see what we have here. Here's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many we got? 9. We have 9 pitchers at the major league level right now. All right. Okay, but that's all right. That's all right because we have somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go. Let's do it this way. We'll sort them out by ability. Jake Westbrook, yeah, you could stay because we just traded for you. And you're a B potential. Actually, let's do it like this. Sort of by potential. Javier, you get to stay. Bishop, you stay. Jake Westbrook stays. Oh, see, I knew it. He's in there twice. We have dual Jake Westbrooks. Let's see which one gets better. Ted Lilly, you get to stay. So, anything under... These guys are all D potentials. God, we got so many pitchers, man. So many starting pitchers. All right, 1, 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll deal with that later. I'm not really that concerned about that at the moment. We need to see if we can get ourselves. The whole reason I went to look at that was so we could see where we're weak, right? Relief pitching is weak. We can get ourselves a starter in free agency or a relief pitcher in free agency, right? Good bullpen pitcher would be great. We got a good closer. Not bad. What did he give us last year? Last year, 39 saves in 69 appearances, so not bad from Ugeth. Catchers, I like my catchers. I don't really think I need to make a change there. Bobby Hens really impressed last year. Of course, we see where he finished. He finished with 19 stolen bases, so he didn't break the record we were trying to break, but we'll see what he can do this year. First baseman, we could use a good first baseman, right? I already got that. So first base would be good. Ooh, Dallas is making a game out of this. It's 3-2. It is 3-2. Okay, second base. I like where we stand at second base with Grudzielanek. We've got Carroll, who's a deep potential, and that's tough. We have nobody to really back up Grudzielanek, so that wouldn't hurt to maybe get somebody that could play both. We need a third baseman, so if we can get a third baseman, that would be great. All right, shortstop. So we've got Orlando Cabrera who can play second base, and we have Mike Mordecai who can play second base, both playing at the major league level. So we should be healthy there. Our shortstop situation with Michael Young down in single A is also very good. We'll keep an eye on him as we roll through. The left field, we've got Troy O'Leary, who we picked up, as I said, many times in the episode so far. I like our left field situation at the moment. We've got a good center fielder, and we have a great right fielder, but it wouldn't be bad. You see, backups are all in the 50s. Derek May, Chris Stowers, backups in the 50s. So it wouldn't be bad to get an outfielder who can be a utility player, an outfielder. So, okay, let's see what we can do. Now we've got some money to play with. After all that chucking and jiving, moving around, moving things around, opening up cash in the bank. Once again, Dallas just scored. In case I didn't say that, it's 3-2 now. 1:59 to go, third period. Hopefully the Islanders can pull this one out. Be a big win coming off that tough loss against Colorado the other night. I'll be going for another 25 minutes, so if anyone catches me in the last 25 minutes, great. If not, you're watching this on the recording. Welcome in. Went through, I don't know, probably a good, if you skipped ahead this far, probably went through a good hour and 20 minutes of mostly just free agency and getting rid of our team, making some trades, again, freeing up money. That's what was really important to this team as we continue to build, right? That's what is important as we continue to build. So, here's where we are. Here's the options that we currently have. All right. We have got money now. We have got money. And most of these guys are probably going to want contracts. So Ken Griffey Jr., we don't need a center fielder. I don't really think we need to go in that direction. Mike Messina is available as a starting pitcher. Okay. Last year, he went 12-7, 27 games. He pitched pretty good. He's available. David Wells is available. Right now you see on the right side, we've got Hermanson, Vasquez, Moore, Thurman. We would need a solid, probably third or fourth starter. So I say maybe like an Aaron Seeley. Okay. Aaron Seeley is a righty. And we have righty, lefty, and Trey Moore, who pitched well. All right, so we have all right. So a left-handed arm wouldn't be bad for this squad. Mike Sorotka, Oral Hershiser, a 40-year-old. He's a righty, though. Wilson Alvarez, not bad. 68 overall. Charles Nagy from Connecticut. Nice. I like that. But he's a righty. So we're looking for a lefty, right? We need a lefty. Good lefty arm. Let's kind of scroll through this again. David Wells. What's he asking? I wonder what he's asking. 21 mil for 2 years. Now we'll pass on David Wells. Chuck Finley. Chuck Finley's asking 13.6 for 2 years, 36 years old. Denny Nagel. 27 mil for 5 years. It'd be 5 mil a year. He's 30 years old. Let's see what he did last year. 15-8, 17-9, 18-4. So not bad numbers with Atlanta. K's not bad. Innings pitched. Lots of innings. So he's a horse. We could probably use him, but his potential's pretty low. Let's see what else we got. Lefties. Sterling Hitchcock. Sterling Hitchcock last year with the Padres, 14-8. The year before that, 3-0. So these stats are not accurate. Okay, so if you're looking at this going, that doesn't look real. It's not. That's not accurate. But he had a good season last year in Sim, 14-8. He'd be a perfect kind of like middle of the road lefty for this bump. So we're gonna do it. Oh, he wants too much money. $7 million a year for 5 years. We got money, right? I mean, we've got money to play with. Currently, we've got about $57 million. So I kind of like it. We need a left. I want to get another left-hander. Okay. The other thing to keep in mind is he's got to be able to hit too. But we got an aisle down. Who is it? Oh, it's Romanov. Did he take one off the face? Oh, he got slammed into the woods. What are you doing, guy? Oh, wow. That's going to hurt him. Okay, so we're going to offer. And he signed. So we got Sterling Hitchcock. Welcome to the team. And he's going to go right into the starting rotation. Okay, so boom. Check that off the list. We got ourselves another lefty out in the bullpen. So let's see what else we can get here before the end of the episode. Out in the bullpen, we have got Mike Maddox, right? A lot of rookies. So we need a pretty solid bullpen pitcher. Really, somebody with some stamina would be great. How about Terry Mulholland? He's only 36, B potential. He's a lefty. So do we have lefties? We have righty. We have Rick DeHart. He's our lefty. Tim Young is a lefty. A lot of righties. Okay, so yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's see what he's asking. 1.6 for 2 years. He's 36. Give me 1 year, 780. That's about what I'm looking for. Thank you very much. So we get Terry Mulholland. So he'll be a lefty. We'll put him out there in the bullpen. Thank you very much. Let's see who else we got. Not a whole lot in the way of the bullpen this year. Heathcliff Slocum, Greg Cadaret, Alan Mills. These are all names from the past. Absolutely. Okay, let's see what else we got. Closing pitcher, we don't need one. Catcher, we're not looking for one. Ivan Rodriguez is available. Jim Leyritz is available. We're going to pass. Benito Santiago is available. We currently have a 68 and a 66. So if we could improve, that would be great. But I don't really like what I'm seeing, except for Ivan Rodriguez. Let's see what he's asking. 13 mil a year for 5 years. I've got the money. Welcome to the team, Ivan Rodriguez. Wow, that's crazy. I did not expect to be getting a catcher, but we'll take it. We just improved the catching position for us. First base. Okay, we've got some options here. We have got some serious options here in the 1998 season at first base. We've got Mark Grace, who's asking 16.8 for 2 years. Will Clark is asking 14.4. Kevin Young, yeah, we're going to pass on him. Let's see if there's anybody in here that's younger. Hank Franklin. Good old Hank Franklin. Yeah, we'll pass on you, buddy. Sorry. Bobby Hamlin. Oh, he was older than 31. He had to have been. Reggie Jefferson, Hal Morris, Dale Sveim, Cecil Fielder. Yeah. Well, he was. No, we need to improve the position, right? If we're gonna sign somebody, we got to improve it. So Will Clark, 35 years old. He's a lefty. We got Mark McGuire, sick. Look at his weak power, though. He has like weak power. This must be after, right? Must be after. Sorry, I went a little quiet here. I'm not sure if something's happened in that hockey game, but okay. Mark McGuire, I think we're going to pass on you. How about Frank Thomas? An aging Frank Thomas, but he's got. Do we have anybody that has really good, solid contact? Mark McGuire has contact. Will Clark and Mark Grace. Mark Grace would just up our contact just like that. Vision good, discipline good, clutch good. Defensively, not awful. Oh, the Stars, did they put one in with like a second left? Yes, they might have. They might have. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think we got some goalie interference on that one. They're reviewing it. They're reviewing it. Nope. Nope. They didn't give it to him. So the Islanders got the puck back, and the game is over, and the Islanders win, Berber. I love it. All right. Sorry, Dallas fans. Islanders win this one tonight, 3-2. Excellent job there. All right, getting back here now. We've got an opportunity to lock in a first baseman for maybe a year or two while these guys work out. I like Mark Grace. I like his contact. All right, his power is not the greatest. Now we could sacrifice for some extra power if we go for like a Mark McGuire or a Frank Thomas, but then we're giving up the contact. I like Mark Grace's contact. His clutch is high. It's very high. Vision, discipline, clutch, durability, very high. So we know he's not going to go out and get injured. Mark McGuire's durability is good. Rico Bronya, Wally Joyner, not bad. John Olerud, discipline, clutch, but the numbers on the bat are not that great. So I think we're going to go. I think we're going to offer. We're going to offer Mark Grace, and we're going to see. He wants 8. He's going to be our highest paid player, but I'll go for it. My roster is full, so that sucks. That really sucks. Where do I have a ton of guys? Oh, I don't have a third baseman on a major league level. Oh, look at all these catchers. Okay, we'll free up with a cat. We'll get rid of a catcher. That's okay. We can do that. Let's offer Mark Grace now that we have a spot, and he's there. Good. We like to see that. Ryan McGuire, goodbye. Okay. We need a third baseman. Who's available? Todd Zeal, Robin Ventura, Charlie Hayes, Jeff King, Bobby Bonilla. No, he'll lock us into a contract for life. We don't do that. Dave Magadan. So we're looking for some contact. I think we're going to go Todd Zeal, right? I mean, how about Russ Davis? Got some power? No. How about defense? Fielding? Anybody really a good defense? Hey, here we go. Robin Ventura. Welcome to the Expos. He wants buku bucks, and he wants 5 years. Not interested in that. Okay, so 5 years. Take him down to lowest possible. How about 4 years? 3 years? 2 years? 1 year? How about 1 year, 8-4? He wants a longer contract. Well, he could suck it. I'm not going to give it to him. All right, Charlie Hayes. Let's see what he wants. He wants 4 years, 8. I'll give you 2 years. Two years, 6.8. Think I'm worth more. Okay, how about 7? Ah, see, I knew you'd take it. Welcome to the team, Charlie Hayes. This team is totally different. Okay, Orlando Cabrera, Troy O'Leary will be playing left field. What do we have out there, though? Jay Bell at shortstop. That's a high one. Henry Rodriguez in left. Ricky Henderson at 72 overall, 40 years old. Ricky Henderson. Wow. Jose Canseco. Ellis Burks. Tim Raines. Look at these names. Okay, I think we go with nobody. We're going to stick with Troy O'Leary. We're just going to play it out with Troy O'Leary. Center field, we've got Ken Griffey Jr. We can get Ken Griffey Jr. on this team in Montreal. That would be sick if we got him. We're going to go for him. I mean, we've got coin, right? He wants $22.5 a year. $22.5 a year. But before we do that, we got to open up a space. So somebody has to go, right? And we're going to say, ooh, not the rookie. Where else do we have? Where else do we have a ton of guys currently in the majors? Well, you know, we have 2 Jake Westbrooks, so goodbye, Jake Westbrook. Ken Griffey Jr. We have Paul O'Neill, who we know is a contact guy. We know he's a contact guy. Or Ken Griffey Jr., who is a absolute stud. Right? I mean, he's 29. This is non-injured Ken Griffey Jr. Who speed's good. Arm is great. Durability is great. Power, both sides of the plate, awesome. I don't know why I can't pass it up, right? I got an opportunity to go after him in free agency. He wants $112 for 5 years. We'd have him till he's 34. We'd be locked in at center field. Then we can move those left fielders around. Yeah, we got the Troy O'Leary thing going. Yeah, we got Rondell White, but Rondell was not clutch. We need clutch. He's very interested in joining the team. And we're going to see if we can talk him down a little bit, right? See how much we can take off. Oh, okay. The length is about right, but the salary is a little low. Bump it up. How about 102? So his ideal salary is $22.5 million, right? A year. I'll give you 21.5. We'll take $1 million off of that. He wants more. All right, how about $22 million a year? Increase the salary. Oh, he's killing me. Oh, God. I had to give him the freaking stadium. All right, so we're through free agency. Well, not through free agency. We waited until spring training to see who was left, and this is what we got. Here's our big roster changes as we move into the upcoming season. Okay, so starting pitchers. We added Sterling Hitchcock. He's going to be a lefty for us. He's a 72 overall, but a good addition, right? We needed another lefty to go along with our boy Trey Moore, so that's going to be helpful as we go through the season for sure. It looks like we got a second watcher welcome in. Running a little late. We got only about 5-10 minutes left to go. Feel free to say hello. We're right here at the end of the episode. So I've been through free agency. I've been through rebuilding the team. We traded away buckets of cash. We traded away buckets of cash as we're getting ready for the 1999 season. And this is what we're going to look like. If you're just jumping into this, stick with me for 5 minutes. You're going to see what we're going to be looking at in the next episode as we move into spring training and the first couple weeks of the season. So our pitching staff will look pretty much like this. We'll have Dustin Hermanson, Sterling Hitchcock, who we just signed in free agency, which is awesome. We've got Javier Vasquez, Trey Moore, who had a great season for us, and probably Mike Thurman or Jeremy Powell. They're going to battle it out in spring training for that last spot in the rotation. So we'll see what happens there. I think it's going to probably be Mike Thurman. Relief pitchers, we'll have Terry Mulholland, who we just picked up in free agency. I know it's not the greatest deal, but we needed an extra arm out there. He's a lefty, fills a need for us for sure. We'll have Mike Maddox, Anthony Telford. So pretty much the same bullpen from our first season. Now our closing pitcher will remain. Well, we have Ugueth Urbina will still be out there. That's going to be amazing. He had a good year last year when he had an opportunity to get a close or a save. So hopefully we'll get to use him a little bit more. Our catcher. How about this? How about this pickup in free agency? We got Ivan Rodriguez. Pudge Rodriguez was a free agent at the end of last season. So I got him. He didn't get picked up in all of free agency. He sat there until the beginning of the preseason or spring training. So yeah, it's going to be Pudge will be our starting catcher, and Widger and Henley are going to battle for that backup spot, which means we're probably going to be moving a catcher out. Okay, probably a Widger or a Barrett will get traded. We picked up Paul LaDuca in the Rule 5 draft, so he's going to have some room to grow. But we've got 5 at the MLB level at the moment. So going to be interesting as we go through spring training. First base, we'll have Mark Grace, who we picked up in first baseman. Main reason we got him was to improve our contact. Total struggle when it came to hitting the ball last year. He's clutch. He's durable, so we think we can get through a season with him. Brad Fulmer will back him up. Second base, Grudzielanek stays with the team. Grudzie had a good year last year. Third base, we'll have Charlie Hayes, who we picked up in free agency. He was a little bit of trouble as we tried to go back and forth signing him, but we needed to fill that up. Third base was definitely weak for us after the end of the season. So Charlie Hayes, who I really liked when he was a Yankee, back in the 90s, made the final out in a World Series. I believe it was the 96 World Series. So, no, was it? Yeah, it might have been. I don't really remember. I know he made the final out of a World Series. I know he did. I think it was one maybe where, I don't know. I have to look it up. Anyway, so Charlie Hayes, we picked him up in free agency. He'll fill the void at third base. At shortstop, Cabrera will continue to play shortstop for us. You see his stats last year. He was actually not bad. Finished with a 241 average, 7 homers and 53 ribbies. So in left field, we'll have Troy O'Leary. He'll be holding it down for us. We got him in a trade. But we have got some options down in the minors as well. Kareem Hawkins will play single-A ball this year. We'll see how he improves. A lot of deep potential, so those guys will slowly ease their way out as we continue with this experiment. But Troy O'Leary is going to be our guy in 1999. In center field, our big-time free agent pickup. Okay, so not only do we get Pudge Rodriguez and Mark Grace, and yeah, Charlie Hayes, who's kind of that nice little utility guy, but we got Ken Griffey Jr. in free agency. Ken Griffey Jr., who last year with the Mariners hit 38 homers, had 118 ribbies, made the All-Star team, and batted .306, and he is now a Montreal Expo. Oh my God, in this universe, that is unbelievable. The man, you see, I mean, the years are kind of goofy, but look at most valuable player, all-star appearances, silver slugger, home run champion. Yes, He is ours, and we signed him for 5 seasons. So we'll see if he can't help get us to the playoffs. We know it's going to be tough the first year. We have no pitching. The team has no pitching, but now we have something to work around. We definitely have something to work around. Rondell White will continue to be out there. Captain non-clutch last year. We're going to put him probably in left field. He'll probably play a little left field as we go, left and right. We're hoping that Griffey Jr. can play most of the season in center. And if I sound excited about having Griffey on the team, I am. In right field, we'll have Vladdy. So you've got the pop from Griff, and you have the pop from Vlad. And now we're going to put them 3-4 in the lineup, and this is going to be bonkers. This is going to be absolutely nuts. Okay, so that is going to do it for tonight's episode. All right, big time, really exciting stuff happening. If you were here for the first, 25, 30 minutes. Yeah, it was ho-hum. It was kind of a snooze fest. Basically, I was learning as I was going. Our team was $240 million in the hole. Okay? They were $240 million in the hole when it came to player salaries. We had a little meeting of the minds. We're still in trouble. Okay, we're going to be underwater, but you can see we got rid of a lot of those big salaries, right? A lot of those big salaries are now gone. So the Pavanos and those guys all gone. And it means we free up over the next couple of years. Now, big names that stick around, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years for Guerrero. Cabrera will be here. All right, but these are guys who can improve and will play better. So that's good. Ken Griffey Jr. will be here for 5, 6 years. So that's good. We are locked in. All right. That's an improvement. Our outfield is amazing. This outfield is amazing. And with the addition of Mark Grace for probably a year or two, that should help in the infield. Definitely in the infield as well. So we kind of dug ourselves out of the hole, freed up some money, got ourselves a couple of big-time free agents, and hopefully my idiocy when it comes to that kind of stuff doesn't show in 2 years, but we'll find out as we go. So here's what we're looking at for episode number 7. Now that we've gotten through this snooze fest that was the postseason, we will actually be in the preseason. So we're going to see how these guys perform in the preseason. Spring training. I'm sorry. I'm so used to hockey and basketball. But we will be in spring training. We'll get to see. We'll simulate next week. We're going to fast sim through a lot of these games real fast. We'll see how our guys do. The main thing we're going to be looking at is going to be our pitching rotation. We'll see who's where, how they're going to fill out. We'll take a look at our bullpens and all that stuff. I'll probably do a lot of that stuff off screen. Then I'll cover it next week. And we'll kind of go from there. I think that'll be the best thing to do so I don't have to put you through the boredom that is the front office work. And then we'll get into the regular season, and we'll get to see if we can get that killer Expo outfield some more wins. I'd love to see a playoff appearance. We basically probably bought ourselves, hopefully, a ticket into the playoffs next year with Ken Griffey Jr. and Mark Grace and Pudge Rodriguez. So the team is built, all right? And, again, it was just one of those things we stumbled into. We made trades, we freed up money, and we bought pieces. We bought pieces that fit, and hopefully it'll help the team as we move forward. We do have some we also have some pieces that are growing as well. Okay, so once again, if you were here to join me tonight, I see that I did have one person watching tonight, so welcome in. If you were here for the last 10, 15 minutes. I will be back tomorrow as we will continue with the Hartford Whalers on their quest, their trek, their journey for a Stanley Cup championship. We'll be jumping in to watch some hockey, and we'll get to see what's going on there with that team as we go through about an hour and a half tomorrow with the Whalers. We'll be back next week with the Montreal Expos in episode number 7 as we move into the beginning of the 1999 season. So once again, thank you so much for joining me inside the cave. It was a lot of fun tonight, and I definitely look forward to seeing you all next week. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think. I'm looking to name a player. I've got the opportunity to name any player in my farm system. We'll take a player. You tell me what position you want to be. I'll put your name on there. Just go ahead and throw your name in the comments, and I'll put you in the game, and we'll see how you do and if you can get yourselves up to the majors to play with the likes of Griffey and Grace. All right, so until next week, everyone have a great week, and we'll see you soon.